Good morning students, how are you? Okay, all fine. Today we are continuing yesterday's topic, little bit topics left. First one is purity of honey. We can check the purity of honey by knowing the characteristics of particles of matter, states of matter. So I am doing this for you. I will take water. If you want to check purity, then what will you do? You will put honey in water. So this is water and this is honey. When we put honey in the water, then what happen? You can see here, as I put the drop of honey in water, it dissolves suddenly. That means it is not pure. If it is pure, then it will make a streak, a thread-like structure in this water, and it will dissolve after some time. So this is not pure. So this way you can check the purity of honey. Now next is Brownian motion. This is also very important. These Brownian motion and gas pressure are important to know the next topic, Brownian motion. Brownian motion was given by a person named Brown. After his name, this motion is called Brownian motion. And now what is this motion? This is one container and there are particles of gases we are taking here. So there is a gap between them. What happened? Due to more kinetic energy, these gas particles are continuously moving here. So when they are moving, they strike with each other this way. This first particle is going this way, then it will strike here and it will change its path towards here. It will strike with this particle, it will change its path towards here. It will strike with wall of the container and change its path here. So this is not a continuous path. This is not continuous motion. It is zigzag motion. Zigzag motion. Zigzag means in any direction. There is no particular direction. So zigzag motion of particles is known as Brownian motion. So it is clear? Okay. Next, gas pressure. What is gas pressure? As we are seeing, there are particles of gas. These particles are continuously moving. Every particle is moving here and there and striking with the walls of container. Then these particles give pressure on the walls of the container. This is called gas pressure. That means gas pressure is pressure exerted by particles of gas. It can be on container, it can be on anything else. So this is gas pressure. This gas pressure is measured by units. These units are atmosphere. First unit is atmosphere and we can simply write it as ATM. You have listened this term in previous class also, this atmospheric pressure. So this is atmosphere. We can also measure gas pressure in Pascal. We write here PA. Pascal is also the unit for gas pressure. 1 atmospheric pressure or pressure of 1 atmosphere. This 1 atmosphere is called normal pressure or normal gas pressure. This atmospheric pressure is 1 at sea level. And when we will go above this sea level, then this gas pressure will decrease. I will show this by diagram, how it happens. See, this is one mountain. This is the top of the mountain and this is base of the mountain. That means ground. So what happened? This is our atmosphere, and these are particles of atmospheric gases. Here oxygen, nitrogen, dust particles, water vapors and other gases are also there. So these all are present in our atmosphere. Now what happened? If a person is standing here, then he will feel pressure of these particles only which are above his head. And if a person is standing on base, then he will feel pressure of all these particles which are above his head. So now what happened? Here more particles are there, so on ground, on base, more gas pressure is there. And at the top, when gas particles are less, then low atmospheric pressure. That's why when we goes up, then gas pressure is low, and mountaineers have to take gas cylinders with them. They are taking oxygen cylinders with them because their air is less, oxygen is also less. Okay, so this was gas pressure. 1 atmosphere is equal to 1.01 into 10 raised to power 5 Pascal. This is the relationship between atmosphere and Pascal. These are two different units to measure gas pressure. Okay, now we will study next topic. That is change of state of matter. This gas pressure at some places is also measured in centimeter of Hg. Hg means mercury or mm of Hg. So we can also compare 1 atmospheric pressure with this. 1 atmospheric pressure is equal to 76 centimeter of mercury or 760 millimeter of mercury. Change of state of matter. That means how we can change the states. States are solid, liquid and gas. How we can change these states into each other? Simply when we have to change the state, we have to move their particles. There is one container and these are particles. These particles are closely packed, then it is solid. If by any way I will separate these particles, they are having little bit gap between them, then it will be liquid state. And when their gap is increased, then it will convert into gas. That means we can convert solid into liquid, liquid into gas. Same way, gas particles far from each other. When by any way we are making them close, then from gas to liquid state we can convert them. And if we are making this compactly packed, that means no gap between these particles, then we can convert this liquid into solids. So simply by increasing or decreasing gap between the particles or by changing their kinetic energy, we can change the state of the matter. So change of state of matter directly depends upon temperature and pressure conditions. Temperature and pressure. By changing temperature and pressure, we can change the state of matter. So if you are asked what are the bases of change of state of matter, you can simply say change in temperature and pressure. Due to these two changes, we can increase or decrease the gap between particle and kinetic energy of the motion. So firstly, I will take this change in pressure. There is one gas. When I am taking it in container, I have to close this container. This is the handle of the container. This is called piston, or simply by the cover by which we can cover this container is known as a piston, and we can increase or decrease its distance from bottom by applying pressure. So when we increase pressure on this piston, when pressure is increased on this piston, then what will happen? As on increasing pressure, piston comes here. So these particles also come close. Now you can see the difference. It was a gaseous state. Now it converts to liquid state. And when we will increase more pressure, then these particles comes very close and it is solid state. So by increasing pressure, we can convert gas into liquid and liquid into solid. Next is, it was by increasing pressure. Next is by decreasing pressure, we will check. These particles are compactly packed, so these are of a solid. With the pressure, we have to sometimes change temperature conditions also. Now what will we do? We will decrease pressure. How we can decrease pressure? I will start removing this piston towards upper side. That means I will make space for these particles. With the pressure, we have to increase the temperature also. So here I will increase the temperature by heating it. Then what will happen? These particles take energy from here, their kinetic energy increase and they start to separate from each other. Now this solid state converts into liquid state. Now next, again I have to heat it if I want to change its state and decrease pressure. This is liquid state. If I will heat it and not change the pressure, then what will happen? These particles can't go far. They cannot change their state. So what I have to do? I have to decrease the pressure. I have to decrease the pressure. Now when these particles get energy, then they move and they convert into gas state. If this container is closed, now what will happen? Kinetic energy is increasing, they are showing motion. So they will put pressure on walls of the container because they want to go out. So they will exert gas pressure here. If I will remove the piston, then these particles take energy and go outside the container. So this way, by increasing pressure or by decreasing pressure, we can change the state of matter. In next lecture, we will discuss the effect of temperature on states of matter. Thank you.